Welcome to this Property Pipeline Builder feature focus. In today's feature focus, we're going to focus on agent notes. The problem you're going to find when you're looking at finding properties is you are going to need to make you're going to need to look at a lot of properties, you're going to make a lot of calls to agents, and you're going to have to keep up to date with what the right phone number, who you spoke to at each agent. Now, it's quite easy if you do it one or two or maybe even five, but in order to be successful, you need to be making a lot of calls and looking at a lot of properties. And for each individual property, you're going to be making lots of calls to the agent. For each one, you'll be at different stages in the process. Some you'll be just initially having conversations. Others you will have made 3 or 4 phone calls already. And also with lots of agents, you might get to know people in the agents who've given you lots of different deals, or maybe it might be brand new. Either way, you are going to get to the point where you have to keep notes. You just can't keep all this information in your head. Now, you can start off like I did with notes. You could also use something like a Google Doc. In a typical evening, you might be talking, making 5 or 6 phone calls, and if it takes you 10 minutes every time to get your notes together, then it's you're going to make less phone calls, and you're going to be putting lots of effort into that. So to solve this problem, I have implemented a feature in the Property Pipeline Builder called Agent Notes. So in this feature focus, let's take a look at it. And so I'm going to switch to the screen. So here you can see I've got a property. This is just an example property that I found in London. And if we scroll down to this point here, you can see the selling agent, Robson Jackson, Catford. Now, this box has already been there even before I built the feature, and it used to be just a text box. But now you can see if I've got this button here, I can click on it, and you can see that this agent, I have got some notes. So rather than keep these notes in a Google document, I can actually put them here, I can type them here. So at the moment it's in display mode. If I press edit, I can add new information to the notes. I'll go back to view. Now, that's going to be useful because the other thing you can see here is projects with this agent. There's 2. So it's actually given me a list of all the projects that are attached to this agent. And also I can click on here and I can switch between them. That's the first bit that's useful, but you actually want to make calls. And one of the features we've already had in Project Pipeline Builder is this selling agent button. What this does is it lets us make a call to the agent, and it will let us take the notes from that call, and it stores the notes here in this activity log. You can see for this one there are no notes yet. So if I click selling agent, you can see that as well as the 2 boxes we've got here at the top, which let us give the information about the actual call we made, we've got our agent notes here. So you can see the phone number. No scrambling around bits of paper, finding the right contact in your phone. You've got the phone number for every agent in front of you. And you can also see, we can see the projects still here. We've got the phone number, see that normally we talk to Ron, and I can put his title there. This information will be on every single project that we've connected with the agent. So I can say, well, I spoke to Ron, and then put made offer of 110k. Ron will speak to vendor and get back to me, and I'll save that, and you can see it's now we've logged that call. Now if we go back to the selling agent notes on this screen as well, when you're about to make the call, you may want to edit the notes, so you can still edit them just as you did previously. You make changes, that's fine. That just means you don't have to go to different dialogue to edit the notes. One of the things we may want to do is look at the agent notes without actually viewing the project itself. So if I go back to my patch, there's this new button at the bottom here, patch agent notes. If we click on it, we can see I've only got 1 agent set up for this patch. I can click on it, and then I can get direct access to the notes from here. And again, I can see the project. So if I know the agent for the project, you can go and you can click the right project here. So Broadfield Road, it takes you back to the project. So it's a very simple feature, but it's incredibly useful. So to summarize, the problem that we were trying to solve here is that we need to make sure that we get up to date with all the information about all the agents. We want that information at our fingertips so that we can very quickly make calls. I actually put this feature into the app just about a week since before I'm recording this, and I'm already using it, and it's already saved me a ton of time. It saves me at least 10 minutes every day every time I'm making phone calls. I'm now not using my Google Doc anymore. Hopefully you can find it useful as well. With all our feature focuses, it'll be really great to receive some feedback, so you can put comments in the video, or just send me a message to say if the feature was useful. And if you've got any ideas for feature improvements, let me know. Hope you enjoyed that feature focus. I'll see you on the next one.